out this weekend set from Suns and Wizards. He's going to the All-Star.
Suns at Wizards.
Who has been outstanding once again this season and efficient. And as we're talking about All-Stars, we're having this conversation off air. There's been a lot of debate about it, as there should be, because there's a lot of great players, and it's an elite club to get into. But in your mind, when you see who is going this year and maybe some snubs, what's your definition of what's an All-Star?
See, I don't use the word snub for this reason. With a 12-man roster, look, let's make this clear. The NBA is not going to expand this roster, ever. Because there's 6 more players that would be an All-Star, and that's $100+ million per player that they can earn by getting to become an All-Star. They're not doing it.
That's a great point because nobody really talks about that.
Everybody keeps talking about expanding the roster. No. That's it. So that being said, I like it because it makes it tougher to add to make an All-Star. I think it's important that coaches do their due diligence. And look, I took picking All-Star reserves deadly serious because I understood there's some players having that special year. They may never be in position to make another All-Star team. Let's take Tyrese Halliburton. As great as he played, we don't know if he can play there. You look at all the guys he got to compete against year in and year out in the point guard position. I can promise you right now, he won't be penciled into the All-Star from now going forward. He's not going to make 10 or 12 All-Star teams, right? It's just not going to happen. So it's tough to do. I think to me that the most disappointing thing to me is
you look at the West.
We got guys that made the All-Star team that are bad teams. Steph Curry on a bad team. I know it's Steph Curry. I'm not saying he's not one of the greatest players in the NBA. I'm not saying he's one of the greatest players of all time. He had 60 the other night, and they lost. His team is sitting at 12. So you're telling me all these guys that are winning, and we're picking guys on a team place for 12. 12 spots. It tells me that All-Stars are based on merit, and sometimes that's all it is about what you've done in the past. Again, it's hard to be angry that Steph Curry got picked by the coaches, but it's not anger. I'm saying to myself, Anthony Davis on a mediocre team, they're one game above 500. Everybody else up there winning. I mean, Booker, they're 6. They got 2 All-Stars. If you can take a team like Sacramento, they have 9.
Yeah, no, it's Sabonis, no Fox. So that was a big cry for a lot of people when you look at the East. I mean,
the only thing that I say, I thought Jalen Brunson should have been started.
Yeah.
I thought Jalen Brunson, man, look.
That was more the fan vote.
Yeah, the fan vote, but I thought he should have been started. But what are you complaining about up there now? Look, Joel Embiid is not going to be there because of injury. Julius Randle, so it's going to be an opportunity for 2 guys to get placed in. I think out of the 2, those are too big. One of them got to be a big. So I think Jared Allen may get the nod because you can't go out there in an All-Star game and have 8 little guards. So Jared Allen may get picked, and then I hope Trae Young gets picked.
His numbers,
and I'm going to say,
record. His numbers are big.
I get so sick in today's NBA. People talk about defense. Really? Have you watched the NBA? And then at the point guard,
All-Star 24.
Really, every night,
What
a point
factors
guard is
decide?
30 to 60 every night, or even 70. Donovan Mitchell got 7 every single night. So we obviously we know the point guards are not great defenders. But you look at Trae Young, though. The points, the assists, the shooting percentages. He puts up numbers, and if you're gonna say, well, he's not winning. Lakers got 2. They ain't winning, right? Look at all the teams that got All-Stars that are not winning. So to me, it seems like it comes down to a popularity contest with some guys. And then in Trae Young's spot, I would say it may be a little personal. In people's mind, they perceive Trae Young as a guy. They got 2 guys for the spot. And coaches are the ones voted. They may hold that against him.
He's perfect for that All-Star situation.
He should be an All-Star, man. His numbers, hey, man, he's an All-Star.
Suns and Wizards coming up next.
Time to turn talk into action. Step 1, fire up your BetMGM Sportsbook. Step 2, make your pick. And step 3, showtime. Now that hunch has some weight to it. Every play, every game means something more. Because now, you're betting with the king of sportsbooks.
Seats at the hotel pool are a lot like seats in the game. We have VIPs and the bench.
Well, who sits on the bench?
Not me.
At Honda, we've chased down a lot of dreams, each one leading to the next. All the way to our latest. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Provo. Our latest innovation on the road to being carbon neutral by 2050. And certainly not our last.
What if the promise of better work wasn't just something we dreamed about, but something we found? This might be the one, or better yet,
No way.
it's something that found us.
I got the interview.
Connection. You know it when you see it, because it makes you feel, or think, or act. From the simple to the complex, down the block or across the globe, shot today or decades ago. Our imagery reflects the world as it is and lets us imagine how we want it to be. Make a connection. Move the world.
NBA superstars shine on TNT. Mavericks next, Bucks Suns. Coverage begins Tuesday at 7. Presented by State Farm on TNT. Remember when rivals became teammates, and then teammates became rivals. Remember this, NBA All-Star 2024. You're watching the CarMax pregame, the way car buying should be.
Starting lineups presented by CarMax. We take a look at both sides here, and should mention Grayson out and Nurkic actually recently.